welcome back to Mad Life's Idiot in His Garage series. Today we're going to be doing a regular service on the 350Z to show you how easy it is to do this. Hit the subscribe button now. Don't forget to check out our back. Welcome back to the Idiot in His Garage. Today we're going to do I'm going to take you through all the bits and pieces you're going to require to be able to do it. So let's have a quick look. You're going to want to get yourself a nice trolley jack. This is the low line one because my car's quite low, and an axle stand. I've also put a block underneath my wheel because my car's so low I can't actually get the jack underneath it. I've made a makeshift funnel to put the oil back in. This has all been cleaned out obviously and all that's good. Then I've got an oil catch, which obviously you take the top off and you'll see that in a second, it catches all the oil coming out. And I've got the service kit, the P1 service kit from Tarmac Sports, which is the 5W30 motor oil, K&N oil filter, and their magnetic sump plug. Right, you're also going to require a 14mm socket to take off the sump plug. And that's pretty much all you need to be able to do this service. So I'm going to show you now where the sump plug is. We need to get that undone, and we need to get the drain underneath it. Let's get underneath. You just go under the car, there's your sump plug. So we need to undo this. We're going to put obviously the catch can down here, but what we're also going to do is we're going to put a black bin liner underneath it, because I find there's always some kind of spillage. So let's get that done and go from there. Okay, so as I said, just going to put a bin liner on the floor, because like I said, I find there's always some kind of spillage. Take the cap off of this, catch can underneath it, and we've got our 14mm ready to undo it. Now we're just going to move this out of the way for 2 seconds, crack the bolt off. Right, so we've taken off the strain on it. We're just now going to slowly undo it. Push in on it at all times, because once we feel like there's no thread left, then we'll hold the sump plug so it doesn't fall in that can. Right, and we're off. See what I mean about there's always a spill? Always a spill. I always find this thing gets in the way as well. Here we go, here comes out the oil. Right, tuck that in there. Okay, so we just let that drain off. We can bring it this way a little bit so it almost goes straight in. There we go. Okay, so our oil's all leaked out now. We're just going to move this out of the way a little bit. So our oil filter is just to the side. Okay, so I'm leaving that dripping out a little bit. Seeing if I can, if it's loose. So I couldn't get that undone by hand, but these K&Ns come with a bolt on the end of it to help you out. So this is an inch socket on the end on an extension bar, and there you go, she's now loose. Right, lovely. Now that that's loose, we're just going to get our hand up in here, loosen it off and take it out. So I'm just going to come in from the other side. You can see the oil's now leaking out of that. Just unscrewing it from the thread. Once it's then loose, I'm going to turn it up the other way and bring it down. And there we go. One oil filter. I'm going to put it upside down on the catch can. Let that leak out. We've taken off the filter. We've got the new filter here. Now what you have to do now is you have to put fresh oil on it. I'm just going to put this camera here so you can see what I'm doing. So what you do is you crack open your new oil. Okay, got that open. Tip a little bit in the lid, just a tiny bit, and then you put a tiny bit around the seal. Okay, you have to do this to make sure it seals to the side of the engine and gets a good seal. Okay, also on this we have our new sump plug. So that's our new magnetic sump plug. Don't forget the little washer that goes with it as well. Okay, so they've got to go on once it's all leaked out, and then we're going to fill it back up. Okay, so we're now happy with that. We're going to put the sump plug back in, just gently at the moment. We're not going to bolt it right up. I find these are a bit fiddly to do that up on these ones. I've never had that before on the car, but these do seem a little bit more fiddly. Okay, it's just giving it a quick wipe over, just clean it off a bit. Right, and here's that oil filter that we put the oil in a second ago. So I'm going to lean across the top of here now, because it's easier to do. And literally just screw it in. You'll know you got it in the right place because you'll feel it hit the thread. Okay, here it goes winding in. I'll show you that in a second. And then we just do it, wipe your hand down and do it hand tight. Doesn't need to be any tighter than that. You can see, so all I've done is I leant across there and there it is tightened up. Okay, and I've just hand tight and there it is. Okay. Right, giving that a quick wipe down and around its mount, just dripping any oil. Okay, now we're just going to do up this sump plug. There we go, that's tight. It's not going to leak, it's got a seal on it, but we'll check that later anyway. Wipe it all down so we know that it's nice and clean, and then when we come later we'll find out if there's any drips, you'll be able to see it. We're on top side of the car again now. All we need to do is take off the oil cap and refill it. Okay, so off with the cap, put that somewhere safe. Okay, so I've got a makeshift funnel. This was all cleaned out. You can see what it was before. It's actually a Demon Shine can. It's all been cleaned out and everything, so that's fine. Grab our oil. I always have a cloth close by because I'm not the tidiest of workers. Let's put you to one side. Okay, so all we need now to do is start filling her up. Okay, so we're down to half a litre in there. This is a 5 litre can, so it's 4.5 litres. Okay, just having a wipe around here just to make sure we don't get that anywhere. We're going to just have a quick check of the dipstick. Everybody has trouble with these. I did the whole sand in the dipstick thing and I don't seem to have any problems. You can see where I've just sanded like the edges off there. I don't seem to have a problem when dipping it. Obviously this isn't going to tell you very much. It's a bit difficult to get back in because obviously the car's at an angle, car's cold. Just gives me an idea of roughly what I've just put in. Okay, pull it back out. Yeah, she's looking alright. And if you can see that, you can just about see she's about halfway, 3/4 of the way up the engine. We're going to pop underneath quickly, just make sure we've got no leaks. Drop it down the jacks and then we'll check everything again in a minute. Okay, let's have a quick look. So engine temp's just starting to rise up there a little bit. Oil pressure's looking very good. Let's turn her off for a moment and check that oil level again. So like I said, they're not the most reliable of dipsticks, but they do work as long as you know what you're looking at, which I've obviously done the oil change on this car since day one, so I know what sort of level I'm looking for. Lovely clean oil. Let's have a look. Yep, now if you look at this dipstick, it's literally halfway up that mark. It's absolutely perfect where it should be. Well, we'll monitor that for a day or so just to make sure. All done. Oil service complete. There it is. So there we go. That's how easy it is to do your regular service on your 350. It's not an expensive thing to do and it doesn't take very long. So keep safe everybody and keep on modding. Thanks for joining us at Mad Life. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and check out the rest of our videos. Well, we hope to see you all again very, very soon.